just clocked on. Don't worry, I'll grab my paperwork for the day in a second. And grab some coffee first. Oh, another day, another shift. Hey, Shelly. Have you checked them in yet? Yeah. They look a little lost. Oh no, I was just going over the checks. I can see if they're doing okay. They could just be visiting, but you know, just in case if they have a room. Right. Okay. I'll go check on them. Hello there. Welcome to the Overlook Hotel. Can I help you find something? Oh no, of course. You are free to explore the lobbies and various visitor areas. I just wasn't sure if you had a room with us. You do. Okay, perfect. Has anyone at the front desk checked you in or given you any information about your time here at the Overlook? Okay. Oh, no worries. I know a lot of people are mesmerized by some of the beauty that is inside our hotel and they kind of just skip right past the front desk. Yes. But if you need assistance, I would be happy to get you all checked in and hand over all of your information regarding your stay with us. Okay? Perfect. Well, if you're done exploring for the moment, yes, it is quite different views, isn't it? Of course. Well, if you would like, you can follow me over to the desk and we can get all of your information, your reservation, your room key, yes, and any other information that you may need for your vacation and stay with us. Okay, wonderful. Follow me. Alright, so to begin, you said you did have a reservation with us. Perfect. Let me just grab. Most of the reservations are kept on hard copy just in case of power outages or anything. You never know up here in the mountains. But I will be logging everything into the system as well. Just grab a few things. There we go. So, your last name was... That's right. Oh, I believe I took this reservation. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to find us. How was the trip? Have you ever been to this part of Colorado before? Oh, it's quite beautiful, yes. Okay, so looks as if you have booked a week's stay with us. Wonderful. Oh, you know, it's good timing. We're just coming back from our winter break. No, I'm afraid that we are not open to the public during the winter months. The roads are a little too intense for travel. Yes, and the storms up here can be a little vicious. But, as I said, we have opened a little earlier this year because of lack of snowfall. Normally we reopen in May, but this year we decided to reopen here in April. Yeah. Spring came early for the area. There wasn't too much damage from the snowstorms over the last few colder months, so that's always a positive. Exactly. Okay, so your last name, there are 2 of you, correct? Okay. You and your partner, good. Left the kids at home. You know, that's probably for the best. No, I just mean, alone time, right? Yeah, you know, maybe not everyone wants to go on vacation with their kids, especially to a hotel of this caliber. Oh, nothing. Okay. Okay. Now it looks as if you booked in all-exclusive meals. Oh, the chef is so amazing here. You will not be bored with any of the menu, I assure you. Yes. Now it does, this exclusive package that you reserved with us does of course include your meals and basic beverages. However, if you would like alcoholic beverages, whether that be in the dining hall with dinner or at the bar, that would be out of pocket for you. Is that okay? Okay. Yes, we take all of the liquor off the premises for the winter months. It has to do with our insurance, but lucky for you, if you are craving a cocktail or something to warm you up, we have everything back in stock for the kitchen and the bars. So, okay. Okay. Let me just put this aside here and make sure that everything is noted properly in our system. Okay, got 2 guests, yes. Your dinner package packaged meal. Absolutely delicious. Yes, I should say that for your dinners, that's all included with the various course that the chef has created, and then you do get the complimentary continental breakfast as well. And I'll be sure to give you the timesheet of when the different meals are served, as well as when certain parts of the hotel are open and closed, whether that be the dining hall, the ballroom, the bar, etc. Oh yes, the maze as well. I will give you all of the information if you and your partner are interested in the maze. Okay. It's a little hit and miss for some people. They were going to tear it down after some certain incidents that occurred, but you know. So you have heard about some of the historical factors of this hotel. I see. Well, that was many years ago now, but just keep in mind, for safety reasons, of course. And just to make sure, no allergies, food related. Okay. We can make alterations to the meals if there is something to consider. Good. Yes, if you would prefer to have any of that knowledge, the Overlook ownership and staff understands that realistically you could look up the historical documents and Google the Overlook for some of the details about its more gruesome history. So if you do have questions, we are free to answer them. But as I said, that was quite some time ago. Yes, the first incident was in 1970, the winter of 1970, and then afterwards was 10 years later, the winter of 1980. So it's been a hot minute, but we do understand that some guests would prefer the information. Oh yes, there was lots of talk of closing down, but oddly enough, it has brought in some special visitors. Are you ghost hunters? Oh, you'd be surprised the type of visitors we see here now after those two particular events. Okay. So, just see here. Well, after the incident in 1980, the hotel did almost go bankrupt because for the time no one was very much interested in coming to a hotel with two tragic family incidents. But it was bought under new ownership and they sort of embraced the whole thing, so yeah. Okay. No, that can't be right. Let me look here. I have... Someone must have switched your room, but I'm not sure that's appropriate or correct. Let me just look here real quick. Thank you for your patience. get that to load on up. Could I get you anything to drink while we wait? Okay, you let me know. We do have a coffee and tea bar here in the lobby, so okay. Here we are. It does look like it did switch your room. Did you request a specific room when you made the reservation? I don't recall that. I'm almost positive I'm the one that took the original reservation. Okay, so someone else must have switched it. Okay. It's alright. Let me just see if I can switch you to something else. Think of it as an upgrade, if you will. Looks as if we are booked out, which means that you have been booked with room 237. You should be fine. We haven't had any specific incidences in that particular room stay for quite some time, so. And if you do end up having any issues, you could just come down, see me, and I will try and accommodate you the best I can. It's just at this current moment, that's the room that has been tied to your reservation, I'm afraid. Yes. Alright. I will just put your reservation under priority, so if a different room opens up, if we have a cancellation, anything like that, we'll move you immediately. Okay, good. Okay, so now that we have you all checked in, we are a bit old school with the keys, so here is your room key. Yes, so the Overlook Hotel, Sidewinter, Colorado, room 237. Come play with us since 1907. You do have your key all set. Is the one copy okay for you? Good, okay. I'll just place it here on the desk. So, before I show you to your room, I will give you these copies here, as I stated, the different times that dining hall, ballroom, music room, bars are open. You had mentioned the maze. Yes, so here you can see right here the maze is open sun up to sundown. I'm afraid it is not open during the dark for safety reasons. Yes, Again, for safety reasons, we will have you check in. There's an attendant at the front of the maze, and we will have you check in with your room number and last name so that we make sure everyone finds their way successfully out of the maze before dark. We are technically in spring, headed into the spring months, but the evenings up here in the mountains can still drop in temperature, and we want you to be safe and warm inside the Overlook instead of outside freezing. So, I will give you all of this information in the maze there. The maze does not cost anything else. It's complimentary to all of our guests. It is required that you do check in with your room number and your last name, and if how many of you are going in. So for instance, if it's just you going in the maze, you would just say 1 for yourself. If it's you and your partner, 2. I would recommend going with both of you. Don't go alone. Okay. I've been near the maze. It's not a requirement to work here that we do the maze or go to certain parts of the hotel. So yeah, I've had the full tour, and I will give you a bit of a tour, but I prefer the lobby. It's comforting, the lobby down here, and safe. Okay, so all of that information will be given to you. No allergies. Your room number and the backup, just in case a different room opens for you. I want to get you in something comfortable. Now, for specials for the week that you are going to be here with us, of course, the chef in the kitchen have specials every day, so you will be able to enjoy that. The alcohol options, you can pretty much get anything that you would like if you partake, and the bartenders will have specialties as well. Currently they are running kind of a special on a red rum. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but yeah, they really like the particular red rum cocktail. Yes. So your room will come with obviously kind of a living space, bed, bathroom. Again, I have you on that backup list in case we can move you to a different room besides 237. Okay. I do have a brief form for you that I need you to sign. Safety measures and rules to abide by with your time here with us at the Overlook. So, by signing this, you confirm that you will stay in visitor-only areas. This means that you are welcome to explore the grounds, explore the hotel, but there are particular rooms, sections of the hotel, and staff areas that you are not to go in. And everything is marked and labeled so that you would know that it is not a guest or visitor area, that it is sealed off or only for staff members, or just, not a room that you want to go in. Okay. We do want you to keep in mind the temperatures, as I mentioned. That's why the maze closes before it gets dark, but just in general, if you're out for a walk on the grounds, anything like that, we are up in the mountains. So even though it kind of feels like spring during the day, the nights can get quite chilly. Then we'd prefer to have you inside with boilers running. Yes. No. Alright. What else? Okay. Some other little random safety tips that we would like you to abide by with your stay with us. If you by chance see two little twin girls, just ignore them, you know, just let them have their fun. It's, you don't even have to address them or say hi. It would be much better if you didn't address them. They just kind of like to explore. So just pay the little girls no mind, okay? Good. Okay. So I just need your signature right here that you will follow those safety guidelines. Thank you. What was that? You would like some of that information, would you? Okay. As I said, the main incidents was in 1970 and 1980. As I said, we do close up for the winters, the harsh winters, and so there's usually a groundskeeper that keeps the hotel up to date and, you know, running smoothly for the break in our visitor period. In 1970, the winter got the best of the Grady family, I'm afraid. Yes, unfortunately, 4 lives were lost that winter. Yes. Grady, the groundskeeper, and his family, his wife, and 2 children. Very unfortunate. Kind of, we assume a mental break of sorts. And then, of course, again, 10 years later, in the winter of 1980, there was another incident, not quite as tragic though. There was only one death, and it was the groundskeeper at that time, Jack. Yeah, you know, the elements actually got to him. They did, yes. So that's why we put the warnings and have you be super safe while staying here at the Overlook in the Colorado mountains. Oh, but don't worry, his family was fine. They got away. His wife and son, yes. And then, of course, there have been some other instances, some, I wouldn't want to say them creepy or dangerous, but just some weird incidences or some missing people around the Overlook. But that hasn't happened for quite some time. Not while I've been here, luckily. That's why I still work here. Yeah, but I mean, that's the basics of it. Yeah, and as I said, the Overlook was bought by new owners, and they are fine with us sharing this information. So better you know than me in the dark with some of the spooky, scary history. Okay, good. Great. So I have all of your paperwork here that we will send off with you. other questions for me before I show you to room 237? Okay. And we're just a phone call away. You can come down and see us. Yeah, we do have a 24-hour front desk, so even if it's in the middle of the night, someone will be here in the lobby. Just watch the hallways while you walk. The last bit of thing before I show you to your room, because you have stayed with us for a week, no less, you do receive a free voucher for our 4th of July ball. Yes, it's something that we hold every year. Yeah, I know. A 4th of July fancy ball gathering doesn't normally sound right, but it's something we do here at the Overlook. So because you've chosen to stay at our hotel, you do get a free voucher for a ticket for that 4th of July party. Okay. So that will be in all of the paperwork if you choose to come back and accept that invitation. Okay, so as I said, here is your room key. If you will follow me this way, please. Alright, here we are, room 237. Yes, your key is all set for you. Of course, I will leave that with you. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns with your stay here at the Overlook, you would just let us know. Wonderful. Here you are.